So I'm gonna play that one.
That's fine.
Starting.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
So maybe, wow, that's kind of weird then.
Let's see. A boy named Rio asks, will Honzo ever get good at a game that isn't shit like Marvel? And who the fuck would ever sponsor F-Champ? That's fucking dumb. Hopefully I get good at a game.
I was gonna say, first you gotta answer the first question.
I hope to get good. I mean, I'm really good at Dota, so...
That's another shit. Arguably shit game.
Am I really good? I mean, sometimes.
That isn't shit like Marvel, so no.
Oh my god. I was #1 at Skullgirls, so you know what? Fuck all you guys. I was #1 in the world.
Still...
#1 in
like
the world!
Marvel.
I got top 8 in dive kick!
You know what?
Fuck all you
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
The best part is when we're outside putting all the equipment in the car, and these chicks are running by, and you're just telling them to keep running, and then one of them stops and looks at you, and then just keeps on running.
I believe she said something before she kept running.
She's like, "What?"
She's like, oh, like what? I don't... And then just kept running.
She said, F that, and kept running.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody?
Sorry, I'm still listening
no,
to the intro.
it's number 80 of the show that sucks with myself, Harrison, my co-host Honzo Gonzo. It sounds like he likes that new intro. It's
Yeah.
I think that's our eighth intro for the show now.
Really? I thought we had more.
There's been a few that have been lost, unfortunately. That and the first couple ones were really long. They were like 2.5 minutes long, so
Yeah, they're bad.
I kind of just stopped playing them, unfortunately. But they're somewhere. You can actually go on. I don't have it linked, but if you go to my bookmarks on the website that I upload all of the MP3s to, the first intro ever is uploaded there. You can actually download it.
Oh, cool.
But yep.
See how shit-tastic it is. Yeah, so this is a good big weekend for a lot of things, at least in
You
NorCal.
sound so fucking enthusiastic.
I am.
Every week. Hey, so this happened this week.
Well, I was actually doing stuff this past weekend. I was at Fanime, Harrison, and you weren't.
Well, you didn't sound enthusiastic at all.
Well, because I almost like died like 3 times, and I blackout drunk 2 nights in a row, and I lost my wallet, and I got thrown out of my hotel because I was sleeping in the hotel. Let me just tell a story about how I lost my wallet, and it explains a lot of things. So tequila is like really strong apparently, and I drank like a handle of it, and not a handle, like 10 or something shots or something. And then I was up in the MMG room, and they just kept feeding me drinks, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I totally wasn't fine, and I was like talking to Apology Man 1 second, and then I woke up like taking a shit 5 hours later in my lobby's bathroom, and apparently I was there for like 3 hours in the lobby bathroom, and I was refusing to leave, and like the cleaning crew tried to get me out, and I was like, yeah. And so they're like, you need to get out of this hotel, and I was like, okay. So I walked out, and then my keys were in the toilet, by the way, so I had to fish those out. So I had to walk out of my hotel. Then I just literally just went back in and went up to my room. And I realized I lost my wallet in the morning, and I couldn't find it. And then someone found my ID, though, so I have that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one night.
Apparently, something's going on with my computer.
What?
Yeah. Hold on. See if I can fix it.
Oh, my cool story that I never
know.
get to tell?
I
Oh,
know.
man.
I know. Ah, there it goes. Figured it out. Figured it out, Honzo.
But yeah, so my things when I'm drunk is like I have 3 phases. Like one, I get like really slutty. Then like my second one is like I know something bad's gonna happen if I keep talking, so I'm just like I'm not gonna say anything in the world. So I just sit there and nod. And then the third is like I get black. I just black out and like I fall asleep. And just like sitting down. Whenever I sit down, I will just immediately fall asleep. Those are my 3 phases: slutty, paranoid, and blackout drunk. I don't think that's healthy though here. All those are bad phases. Like,
Well, all I have is me getting drunk and then falling asleep. Those are my 2 phases.
yeah. See,
I don't really have any in between phases.
But yeah, that was one night. It was pretty cool. I enjoy Fanime. All my IRL friends go. They're all cosplayers, so they've been going for a while. So I go with my friends, and it's fun. And I get to see all the FGC people I never get to see, and I hang out with them. I had an Adios Motherfucker for the first time,
Oh, you did?
which is fantastic. It's way good. It's really good.
Well,
It's
for
like,
you, it's like you can take a small drink and that's it.
I didn't feel it was that strong. Not stronger than Long Island's that I've had, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I thought it tasted really good, and I liked it. So that's cool. I'll be ordering those now and just dying apparently.
Well, I
Um,
mean, if you want to get wasted, you just get one of those. I mean, it's called. I'm assuming it's called an Adios for a reason.
well, there's a lot of alcohol in it.
It is. It's just pure alcohol.
Yeah.
Thanks
But it's
everybody
good.
watching this week. Hopefully, we'll get to something interesting to talk about. So far, all we've talked
What's
about
with
is Honzo Gonzo just drinking alcohol like he does every single week. I'm surprised you don't have a beer with you right now
I
on the
don't drink
show.
over the weekend. I barely drink, dude. I'm like the thimble. If I drink like one beer, I'm done.
Technically, every time people see you right now is with the beer in your hand because the only time people see you is on this show. So for all they know, you could just
That's
be
1
drinking
hour out of my week.
24/7. You could just be
This is
drinking
1 hour
24/7.
out of my week. I know people think I'm an alcoholic, but I really am not. Um, but yeah, it's cool. There was a lot of stuff going on at Fanime. They were actually doing tournaments on the main stage this year. So Street Fighter, Marvel, and Killer Instinct was on the main stage, and I got like, so I wasn't in the tournament because they capped it Friday, and so I was like, whatever. So I was just playing casual Sunday, waiting for them to start tournament just so I can watch it, the top 8, because I already ran through it. And like, okay, now since they didn't have you in the tournament and it sucked, you're gonna be in the tournament now. You're in top 8. I was like, okay, and so I was just in top 8 for no reason, and I was like, okay. So then I made it to top 3, and then on stage my stick broke when I tried to plug it in. Like the PS3 just wouldn't read it, and I was like, fuck. So I had to use someone else's stick. It was a Square Gate. I fucking hated it. So I got fucking destroyed by WinZero, and I was wearing an all-American costume I purchased from Walmart. There's some pictures of it on the intertubes. But I was still happy. It was cool. I enjoyed talking shit and everyone just going
Who
fucking
won
nuts.
that tournament?
It was 1-0, 1-0-1.
Because we have a tweet that says, "Why were you so mad?" You were flipping
Yeah.
off somebody taking a picture of you, and you have a
That was
very
right after he
very
won.
dead serious look on your face, and an American shirt on. It's a
Yeah, it's
bald
my-
eagle
My American
with the
get up.
American flag on it.
So that was cool. That was fun to do. All my friends were just like, "Man, sorry, dude, you suck." And like, I was like, "Yeah, I don't care, dude. It's fucking Fanime. Like, you think I care? Like, it's a fucking anime tournament. I don't care." Then I went to the bathroom and
Probably cried
cried,
a lot.
and did one of these. It's my cathartic experiences, Harrison. I saw a lot of cool cosplayers. Not, they all fucking sucked. There's a bunch of nerds.
How is there nobody? There has to be a picture of floating around with you with yours.
No, there isn't. Everyone hated my cosplay. It was so shitty. I loved it.
So
I
nobody
was-
took a picture of it.
I was wearing my American getup with my Vivi mask. I was Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and it was really bad, and no one liked it. As soon as I took my fucking costume off, someone took a picture of me as Honzo Gonzo. So maybe that's my cosplay, you know. I had more pictures as Honzo than an actual character. That's not a lie. I'm not gonna lie. So that's sad.
What do
Yeah.
you do? What do you do when you cosplay? And you don't? Did you enter a contest or something? Do you just walk
So
around?
I had a staff, and I was just like pimp caning. Like I would just like cast my spells. I was trying to be in character because I was like, I don't know, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. And then at the end, I just started fucking insulting people and like just saying their costumes wrong and shit like that. Then I just stopped doing that. I stopped wearing my costume. And I just continued to do that because I enjoy doing that.
You're terrible.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, I'm just stating that.
Yeah, nothing else really happened besides getting drunk and being stupid. That's what I like about it. I hit a car. That was fun.
Is that the second time this year?
Yeah, well, I was parking and like I scraped it, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then I used my nifty. I don't think I have one on me. I have new cards, so it has my number on it, and I put the number on it. I was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking hit your car. I'll pay it. Fuck!" Like that was literally what I wrote, and they never called me, so whatever.
You're gonna get a call like 6 months from now.
Like, hey, remember when you hear a call? Be like, nope.
No, you're gonna get a call 6 months from now when something actually bad happened to their car, and then they're gonna blame it on you.
No, all fucking DNA evidence.
You'll DNA evidence it. Did you take a picture of the car?
No,
Oh, you're stupid.
I didn't.
They can just blame it on you, and you have no idea.
No, I wouldn't be in the vicinity, dude. They have to prove I'm in the vicinity. Once they come up to Windsor, intentionally crash their car, then I'll just be impressed. I'll pay it anyways. I'll be like, okay, you found me.
Okay. All right. That wasn't going anywhere. I'm sorry. I had to end
Nah,
that.
it's alright. That was it. Fanime was cool. I saw a lot of people. A lot of the fans of the show were there, and they were cool. Everyone said they watched it. So, yeah, shout out to everyone who watched the show. Love you guys. Mwah. Mwah.
Except when you're in person and making fun of you, but
I'm very nice in person, Harrison.
you just said you went around and were pimp caning people.
People I don't know, like people that I like or know me, I like. It's totally different.
That's a million times worse. Going up to people you
Hitler
don't even
didn't
know.
kill his dogs, so you know.
What?
Let's move on here.
Okay, all right, good. Thank you for that. Whatever that was. Did you watch anything this weekend?
Yeah.
Explain Marvel to me.
Okay,
For UFGT.
I didn't watch anything, but I know the results and I can already tell you what happened. So Marvel had the band tournament, which is a very interesting idea. I think it's good for majors. Majors should have, tournaments that are like, not that serious. For Marvel specifically, ratio tournaments or band tournaments, I think are actually good for the game. People have fun doing it. They have more incentive to enter. Same with character auctions, shit like that. I think it's very good. Good like side tournaments that are handicapping actual good players, so that more people have a chance to win and it's fun. Marvel's a fun game. It's meant to be fun. And then you have their actual tournament. I think that's good. I saw a lot of the crazy auction teams, and Donkey won with MODOK Morgan Doom, which is a fucking broken ass auction team. Bought it for like $37 or something. Someone bought like I think OMG's Andre bought like a Beautiful Joe, fucking, I forget what the second character was, then like Nova Anchor, and like it was like the worst team. I was like, why would you buy that for like even like $10? Like why?
That sounds already horrible.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't
Unless
get
your
to
take off, but whatever.
take would be like, okay. Yeah.
All right, I know, but that's all I need.
So yeah, I would. It was probably fun to watch. Probably, I didn't get to watch it. There was, and King Blue River won the band tournament, and there was that whole drama afterwards where people were like, "Well, you didn't win it, handicap, blah 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 blah." And I was just hella salty motherfuckers, cause like Kane did have his team. They didn't ban his team, so he just had his team, and he just beat everyone who didn't have their actual characters. But
That's fucking awesome.
that's the game. Like, if you gave him the fucking team, then you're fucking stupid. Why didn't you ban Hager? Like, just ban Hager.
So did they ban it per pool, right?
Yeah, but top 16 had a ban pool, so they had their own. Everyone could ban a character.
Oh, really?
And-
So nobody just Really? You wouldn't look at top 16 and be like, oh, I'm gonna ban this character.
Yeah, people did like zero Virgil, blah, 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 all this shit, but they're just handicapping themselves and not by not banning one of Kane's characters, and you just fucked them all. Like, it's just what happened.
That's great.
That's the smart thing to do. If no one banned my character, I'd pick my fucking team and destroy you guys. I'd be like, fuck you. I won the tournament. You guys suck. I would totally do that. So, congrats to Kane. The actual tournament, I believe PR Rog won, and then it was Ray Ray, then Chris G. So Chris G has never won a Marvel, I don't think, a UFGT. No, wait, didn't he beat Brightside?
I don't know. I can't remember last year. Maybe somebody can tweet it to us.
Someone correct me on that. I don't know about last year.
But speaking of games that we don't need to ban characters to have a good tournament in, Street Fighter 4. I thought Street Fighter 4 top 8 was really good. There was a couple blow-up matches. What?
I saw the results.
Saw the results?
Because I saw that Reinhardt kind of went through people, and I like watching Reinhardt.
Yeah, he kind of body people for sure. But he pulled out so much tech that nobody knew. Nobody was giving him. I don't want to say nobody was giving him respect, but he was playing just the right amount of craziness, especially against Wolfkrone, and Wolfkrone kind of just got blown up for it.
What do you mean by tech?
Well, there was a setup mid-screen where he did crouching short, crouching medium punch, and then I think he threw in another crouching normal, and then EX Tiger Knee and Wolfkrone. Somebody was crouching, I can't remember who he was playing against, and it crossed him up mid-screen, and then he ultra'd.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had a bunch of crazy stuff for that, and he was just playing super on point. He was playing better than everybody else there, I think.
That's cool.
It really wasn't close in any of his matches, but all of his matches were really entertaining. But for the most part, I think the only match that really wasn't exciting was the first one at top 8, and it was Filipino Man and PXG. I can't remember his name, but it was a guy player, and it just, I don't know, Filipino Man looked like he knew it, and it was kind of free, but everything else, for the most part, was a really good match.
Yeah, I was hyped that Filipino Man got top 8. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be definitely a tour de force in Ultra with fucking Rose being
Yeah,
the
Rose
god.
is going to be... It's kind of...
Did you see that video today where Rose will always punish the God's Tiger Uppercut FADC?
Oh, yeah.
Straight up, full punish. That's cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Ultra's looking fun. I know they had a tournament and Justin Wong won with Elena.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't watch the Ultra. I've not really watched any Ultra footage yet because I just kind of don't want to
spoil yourself.
Yeah, I guess. Because I don't know what... I'm assuming the game that they got to play is the real game. Because I don't know what... We still don't know what versions people are playing at these majors and stuff, so...
Or their house.
I don't even really care right now, to be honest. And it's coming out next week, so we won't have to wait that much longer. I would say the best match of top 8 that you guys have to watch is K-Brad versus 801 Strider. Because Abel and Cammy, I hate both of those characters. So right away, one of those characters is not gonna advance. So I'm already happy about that. And
your boy,
what?
Your boy Sanford was complaining about Abel after 801 did well, I guess.
Yeah.
I saw that. He's like, well, it's not really playing if you just need one step kick. And I was like, dude, this is like something Harrison would say. And everyone blew him up for it, and I was like, yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck you.
It's a stupid character.
It's like you Sanford,
character.
only people like straight up.
I feel his pain when it comes to Abel. I feel his pain.
Oh boy.
But yes, watch that match. 801 Strider versus K-Brad. I'm gonna spoil the match for you anyway, but you should watch it. 801 Strider won barely. It came down to the last round, last match, and Cammy basically destroys Abel. He was playing... I felt like he played smarter than anybody there, but Abel, at the end of the day, just isn't a major character.
He's like, as much of the bullshit that he has, it's really hard for him to just, like, play in sets against players that are studying him because that's all he is. He's all like mix up and shit. It's hard to out footsie people with him. In my
Yeah,
opinion. You can't just win based on fundamentals. You have to go in and mix them the fuck up constantly. You just lose.
it's just all of his, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, all of his mix-ups are 100% win, 100% lose situations. There's
Yeah.
no like keeping the pressure really. It's just you either get in and you destroy, or you get in and then you just guess wrong and you just die.
Punished.
Yeah, you get punished, max
It's
punished every single time.
really easy to punish Abel too.
Yeah.
Whenever he does something.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So it's a surprisingly good tournament. I know people were skeptical about it, but I think the results proved that it was actually a very well-ran tournament. Everyone liked it, and everything was cool. There is a kerfuffle about Cross Tekken, I heard, but no one gives a shit about Cross Tekken. So, but.
Yeah, I'm surprised Cross Tekken was even streamed, to be honest.
There was the mystery game tournament. I didn't get to watch any of that. I barely heard. I know.
You know
Josh got
what
second.
game would be in a mystery game tournament?
What?
If UFGT was still going next year? SF Cross Tekken.
Throw that curveball in there. Vanilla Cross Tekken. Oh no.
Just all
Hell.
gems.
Random
I could
gem.
see that being a mystery game tournament in like 2 years.
They really need to put Rainbow Edition in as one of the games. That'd be fun.
It's only on a board though, right? But I mean, I guess they had boards there. Like arcade
Yeah,
boards.
Oh, you mean Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition? You
Yeah.
can emulate that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. They have an emulator for it. But also you can just find those cheap ass Chinese boards that they use. We'll just use that, I guess. But yeah. Cool. UFGT success. Next, about a business, UFGT is dead. It is now being replaced by Combo Masters. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
That's the tournament name.
But
I
it's
don't know
still
the name.
going on?
It's apparently there's a tournament that's gonna be replacing it, but it's not gonna be UFGT. From what I saw on an article, I don't know. Am I being wrong? I'm trying to second guess myself for some reason. But yeah, I heard that.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
That's
can find more
incorrect, someone
information
said.
than like
That is
yeah, I
incorrect.
think a tournament's happening that's not being named UFGT.
I'm looking for the chat to correct me or just blow me up. Combo Breaker. That's what it's called. I think that guy trolled me. I'm sorry, guys. I should have looked up the article before the show. But yeah, so hopefully that does well next year. If it does happen, Midwest has a stable scene relatively to the rest of the country, so hopefully they get some more love. But yeah, so speaking of Ultra, they announced today that the Steamworks integration was going to be happening soon. I'm looking forward to that. Because fuck Game for Windows Live.
Yes, absolutely. That and you can go to IPLAYWINNER.com I think right now and it tells you how to
It's the process,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah. Tells you how to transfer your data and stuff, I believe, over so you don't have to do everything over again, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Game for Windows Live, I think that's the #1 reason why nobody plays it online for PC is because it's a Game for Windows Live.
Yeah,
Because
it's
that
terrible.
service is pretty much terrible.
Literally the worst. Literally the worst.
I tried to be Xbox Live and I just failed miserably, for the most part.
Oh, I forgot to ask you if you read something, and I don't know if we can talk about it this week or next week. Did you read Alex? I'm sorry, it was Driftwood's. I'm sorry. Like Capcom Pro Tour suggestions.
No.
Okay, we'll do it next week then.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll do that next week. I read it and I thought it was interesting. So.
Okay.
There's also a fucking huge ass article on SRK about character usage in Street Fighter. Like statistics and usage of each game, and it broke it down to most popular character, win rates, and like stuff in tournaments and shit. And like it was like this really like different versions of the game, and I thought it was a very interesting article. I didn't get to read all of it, but you guys should check that out. Um, I'm sure you can. It was really. It was. I'm always a proponent of stats coming into the scene because that's I think that's the biggest thing we lack right now. It's just stats, just dumb fucking numbers.
I think the biggest thing of why nobody's really started collecting stats is that people just think that, well, if I start doing it now, then nobody wants to be left out of everything that they've done in the past. I think, in my opinion, nobody wants to start over yet, because that's what's gonna have to happen. Have to happen.
Nah, like I don't know.
You can go back to some degree, but like basically, I think going past, I don't know, 4 years ago, '09,
Yeah.
like it's why.
Well, duh. Everything before '09 doesn't even exist. Like straight up. If you won like 15 Evos before '09, no one actually cares about you anymore. Like
Well, I was just
cough,
about to
cough,
say the only tournament that
Sean
should actually
Choi.
matter is Evo.
No.
I mean, I believe you can count Evo, but
Well, other tournaments. Some other tournaments were very difficult back then too. Like just saying like this generation, going to fucking TGS, last TGS, and playing in that tournament was probably harder than playing in like a lot of fucking Evos, for that game because there's just so many top players. It's like single elimination. Shit's just crazy, There are other tournaments that might be objectively harder,
yeah,
than Evo. So I don't
yeah.
like when you put all the eggs in one Evo basket. But
In one
I love
Evo
Evo,
basket,
so.
I like what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah.
'09, cut it off. Start
Yeah,
collecting
and you know
stats.
what? Since like most of the people suck anyways, all the American tournaments shouldn't really be counted, except Evo, I guess, because it's international. All the Americans, like Europe's fine, Asia's fine, Southeast Asia's fine, but like the Americans, it's like, oh, why would you do that? Right?
Wait, what'd you say?
Right, guys? You shouldn't include American tournaments because everyone sucks at them.
Wow, it's like that.
When Daigo comes over and wins again, I'm gonna be like, Yun got buffed. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I mean, I got points in the SRK rankings for winning
See what I mean?
for getting 4th place at Hadouken. So I mean,
I got my Hadouken points are carrying me. I'm not lying. I really shouldn't even be on the list, but Hadouken.
I really
for
I
whatever
don't I
reason.
feel like I shouldn't either, except for getting top 32 at NCR like a couple years ago. But yeah, I shouldn't have points for Southtown Arcade Rambats.
Hey, wait a minute. Southtown was where the best of the best came.
Was it?
No. It was cool.
If it started right now and then somebody was like, "Hey, we're doing this Rambat every week. A lot of people go to it." I think it would make sense. But I don't think if you're starting to collect stats now and then looking back at these tournaments that happened 2 years ago, I don't think there's no point to that.
I understand. Different version of the game too. That's the hard part. I think.
Well, we've had 4 versions of Street Fighter.
That's why I think maybe Ultra is just like, hey, this is the version. Start collecting stats and shit.
Maybe you're right. This is the version that this is gonna be the end. Let's start new on this version because this is all we're gonna get.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea.
I like it too.
Yeah. What else happened? There's that Kappa sponsorship I saw. Alex Myers and Camp Bison. That's cool, I guess.
But like those people aren't going anyway. Like that's the thing. Like, are those people not going anyway?
No, they'd be going probably.
Yeah. So why?
I would be
It's
going
just
to
weird.
NCR, but I was sponsored for it. Yeah. It's just nice. It's good to have sponsors. More money for the players. It's not taking anything away from the scene.
I just feel like if this is like a one-time thing, that they should just find people who just straight up can't go to Evo.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe Tampa Bison really just couldn't go. He lives in Florida.
I guess.
So,
I mean, if he straight up can't go, then that's cool. But if he was gonna go anyway, like they were talking about getting Chris Q, I'm pretty sure Chris Q can find his way to Evo.
I see what you're saying. It's like you wouldn't fucking send Aqua Silk, you know? You
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
just
like
give him hella money.
yeah, it's like what does he need money to get to Evo?
Uh,
No, I don't think so. He'll be fine.
Sure, me saying that just incurred the wrath of like hella people. But Aqua Silk, my god. I don't know what else happened. Anything else happened, Harrison? Besides UFGT and all that stuff. I was fucking blitzed out of my mind the entire weekend. So
I'm trying to think. I don't. I want to say no. There was. I don't think anything really happened, except that
okay,
I've just been playing other games to be honest.
what have you been playing?
I actually I said a while ago I bought all the Metal Gear Solid games, and so I put in Peace Walker to start off with.
Were you play, dude? Okay, I was literally just watching the fucking UK United stream like 10 minutes before we started the show. You called me during it, and they're playing Peace Walk right now. They're a stream that does all Metal Gear Solid games all the time.
It's so boring.
Peace Walker is so good. Oh my god,
It's so boring.
that is a
I
different
put
game
it
though.
in
Peace Walker is
for
a different
2 hours. I was like, you know what? I can get through the intro. I can get through it. I can just get through it. And then
Yes.
it just kept on going and kept on going. And then I still can't figure out if it's a stealth game or just go around and shoot people in the head.
You can do whatever you want.
I still can't. Can you though?
Yeah. You never see me play. I do not play stealthy. I fucking murder everyone.
But can you play the game stealth at all?
Yeah, totally. You can play the game without getting alerted once.
I don't know.
You can play the game without killing anyone.
Really?
Yes.
I'll have to watch that because I just don't see it. But I haven't had enough of the game yet.
You're
I
not
don't
used to
know.
that genre though. You never played like a stealth game like that, have you?
The closest I've ever played was Splinter Cell.
Okay.
But I think those are. I want to say those are a lot more stealth than Metal Gear Solid. Because if you get picked up in that game, you're basically dead. There's no like, hey, I can just kind of make up for it and mow everybody down because I messed up once. You just die.
Yep.
So it's definitely a different kind of stealth game. But that's the closest I've ever played to it. But I'm sure I'll give it another shot eventually. But then I did the mistake.
Why'd you start with Peace Walker?
I don't know. Because it said 2 and 3, and I don't know what the first one's called, and so I just
2?
assumed Peace Walker is the first
Peace Walker is
one.
the latest one.
So yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why I started playing it. I didn't know the original one didn't come with it, or I would have started with 1.
The original does come with it. Metal Gear Solid 1 does not come with it. The original Metal Gear game does come with that collection,
Oh, okay.
which is the NES game.
See, I didn't know that.
There's 2 NES games, I believe, on it, and then 2, 3, and then Peace Walker. You don't need to play 1. 1's overrated. I said it, guys. Fuck you guys. 2's much better than 1, and 3's very good as well. Peace Walker is amazing too for what it is.
I'll probably
like
play it
Microsoft.
again. I think I would play it more if I streamed it, because then it'd be like, at least I'd be doing it for a reason, and not just like playing it when I know I don't like the game.
Yeah. Anyways, also the thing we didn't mention, which is like hella huge, is the full list of Ultra stuff came out. All the Ultra
Yes,
change
it
logs.
did.
What's the only thing I super noticed because I'm playing the character now, and I have a status update on my Yun. Yun got buffed the fuck up, and he's gonna be ridiculous. And I've been playing him, and my Yun's getting better. I'm just trying to learn confirming the combos right now. That's my hard part right now. It's just confirming.
Just confirming.
Yeah, but like staying roundhouse for some reason, the hitbox is the size of like a fucking barn and just hits everything.
So let's see what Yun has. Yun has far standing medium punch, damage increase. Crouch medium punch, damage increase. Jump medium kick active frames reduced by 4, 8 frames to 4 frames, which is a lot. So basically, the cross up that he kind of could get, sorta, I would imagine it's not even possible anymore. Heavy kick, 1 to 7 frame change to strike invincible is removed, I believe.
Oh.
Changed to strike invincibility.
Oh,
Okay.
that's hella good.
Now airborne from 7th frame. That's kind of a weird. All versions of tension. Okay, so it's command grab now scales, so it does 1 damage.
Same with the egg.
They did the same thing with Dudley's Rose actually. Let's see what else. EX advantage on block by 2 frames. So instead of -1, it's +1. Why did they do that? So is dash punch is +1 again? What are you thinking, Capcom?
It's dumb. You get free pressure.
Oh my god. Forward or backdash. Ono was like, can we just like put all of the changes that we just put them all back in there? Forward or backdash bug where inputting red focus attack after the dash would result in focus attack fixed. So those are those.
Yeah, but
those are all really, really stupid. I don't know why.
Is a cross up with, I mean, from what I've seen in the change, like they made all the changes and there was a video of it. This cross up with forward is actually really good now apparently. So like now he has more cross up options, more mix up options, more damage, safer pressure, easier pressure, and yeah.
That's just so dumb.
It's everything. Everything's good. And like his command grab is like scaled. It's like whatever.
Yeah, it's basically damage. It's whatever. I mean, it's a command grab.
And it scales like a bit. Like you might do like 30 less damage. Like who the fuck cares? You already got all that hits, you know. And you're still a ridiculous character that has a command grab for no reason. So.
Yeah, exactly. You already have. You're a dive kick character who has an uppercut and a command grab. What?
Dude, what if they give him a fireball? That'd be fun.
God.
He now has a skateboard projectile.
No. No. Please.
Yeah,
no.
so I'm excited for that. Did Cody get any changes from the arcade edition of Ultras to the console edition of Ultra?
Well, let's take a look at it right here. Cody, walk speed slightly increased, which is good. He needs that. Backdash distance slightly increased, which is good. I feel like, from when I played it, it was more than slightly increased. That's kind of, I guess it's hard to explain how far the backdash really grows. I think the more of the problem is that the backdash just has way too much recovery on it instead of how far it goes. Crouching medium kick, disadvantage on hit, reduced by 2 frames. So it's instead of -3 on hit, it's -1 on hit, which is okay. It used to be 0 on hit, which I think would have been more appropriate. Disadvantage on block, so now it's -3 on block. So it's still kind of a risky normal to just throw out there. When I anti-air with back medium punch, I can now get counter hit. His forward heavy kick, his crack kick, is airborne after the 8th frame now. It used to be airborne after the 1st frame. But I guess people were just using it as a wake-up option because it was airborne on the 1st frame, so you couldn't grab him on his wake-up. And since you flip out now, you can just, if they try and hit you, you'll just flip back. So there's really no reason for you not to just crack kick on wake-up. But they nerfed that. So now it's on the 8th frame, which is still really good. You can still use it in the mid-range. His knife pickup can now be done from normal attacks, which I don't know. I don't really get still. I don't know what the properties of that are yet. I don't know when that would be useful. The other day, I was thinking about a sick way to a knife buff would be to actually start out with Cody would have the knife in his back pocket, and you would do down kick to pick it out of your pocket. And so you had it there the first time during the round, but then when you dropped it on the floor. So at least when you
Nah,
needed it the first time, you didn't need to run to the center of the stage in order to get it.
I think that's fine. I don't see why if anyone would have a problem with that.
But
Because
I
it's
mean,
kind of
yeah.
dumb. It's kind of dumb. Like you have to play with the stage to get a fucking piece of your character.
And that way, if there's two Codys on the stage, they're not fighting for the same knife. Also,
Yeah, it's the same options. Yeah, I think that's it's good. I think that's an interesting change.
knife bro breaks armor. We knew that already. This is like the goofy thing, which I think it might be kind of cool. It adds more damage to the knife because if you knew before, doing damage with the knife wasn't as much damage as doing it not with the knife. So there's really no reason to use the knife ever. Um, but now, ground attacks can now be used as follow-ups. Can combo after light criminal upper. Uh, corresponds to stand jab, crouching light punch, standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, standing heavy punch, crouching heavy punch. So I still don't know what any of that means. But I'm assuming so you're gonna be able to stab people after like criminal upper, which might be kind of interesting. Hopefully it'll add a little bit of damage to make up for just
Might make
really.
some cool mix-ups.
It might, yeah. Um, let's see. When bad stone is held, the stone is immediately thrown upon release. So that's really good. Basically, uh, there is a bug. It wasn't a bug, I guess, but you could only throw it kind of right away, and then in the middle of the charge, and at the end of the charge. You couldn't really throw it whenever you wanted, so they basically fixed that. Here's one. Light criminal upper, disadvantage on block, reduced by 1 frame. So it's only -4 now. So
That's pretty
people,
good.
it's definitely better now because a lot of people that would give me trouble before that I couldn't pressure before are not going to be able to punish me. So unless it's point blank range, Ryu can't punish me. Guy can't punish me with stand medium punch anymore. So I can really punish Guy now or pressure Guy without really just dying if I guess wrong. So
Cool.
that's really good. EX criminal upper is now strike invincible.
How many fucking changes does he have?
Cody has a lot, man. I feel like they're
I'd
not
probably
even.
be like 5. Like, I don't
There's
know.
not even change. I feel like these are just fixes. They're not changes. I feel like this is all the stuff that he should have had from Super. Although I still don't know about this change. It basically EX criminal upper now strike invincible until 1 frame before attack startup. Basically it's just strike invincible now instead of throw invincible. They took out. Oh wait, maybe not. It doesn't say they took away throw invincibility in these changes, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it's not throw invincible anymore. But if it's throw and hit invincible now, that's really good. His super, they changed the properties on it so it hits people better. And same thing with his ultra. They nerfed the damage by 50, which kind of sucks. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what their logic was on that. I don't know. Now I feel like there's gonna be lots and lots and lots and lots of matches where people are just not gonna die anymore.
Unless they're playing young.
Unless they're playing Yan.
No.
No, like I don't know, but they made it after the dust. They made his wrench reach farther. There's a lot of situations where you just wouldn't hit the person, even though if you guessed right. So they fixed that. But yeah, that's all of his changes.
Oh, wow, man.
I know it's a lot.
He had the most changes or something.
Uh,
I don't care about any other character.
a lot of the other changes are just like reduce stunned and for the other characters, like reduce stun, reduce hit damage, reduce health, all this number stuff. He didn't really get much of that. Yep, that's all Cody's.
Sorry, I'm looking for questions. I know.
Sorry.
um,
Sorry, it's Cody.
sorry.
Rambling on.
We all know you love your waifu, Cody. Oh yeah, I got I'll shout Shanu out. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but at Shanu, I think, sold me this keychain of Amy at Fanime. So cool. Go Amy. I'm not a nerd. Alright.
If you have questions, you can send them to at Harrison SBA and at
Oh,
Honzo
smooth.
Gonzo. The one last thing I'm gonna say about Ultra Street Fighter 4 is that Shotos are gonna suck, and Honda's gonna suck even more.
Honda?
Yeah, he's gonna be like borderline terrible. Like he's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna be worse in this version.
Well.
Yeah.
Shout out
Because Red Focus is just going to almost make him a useless character. I feel like.
Okay, let's do some questions. At the Hound asks, do you guys do your own stunts? Yes, I do. Harrison, do you do your own stunts?
Yes. Unfortunately, I sit in my own chair.
He has his own follow-up question. Do your stunt doubles during recordings of the show ever call you out in your respective game?
What?
Exactly. Moving on.
Okay.
DK High asks, how many waifu, furries, and bad Marvel players must do a FanimeCon 2014? 3! At Dread Mage asks, this will be tweet number 7,000. Why don't you think most players still don't use social media to promote themselves more? I think it's gotten a lot better, honestly. Previous to even like last year, it was so terrible. Like social media, it'd always just be like after someone loses. Well, I mean, it still is kind of, but they're getting better at getting followers, I guess. But it's like, after someone loses, it'll be their first tweet in the month. You'd be like, LOL, my EX Messiah didn't come out. Like a fucking, that's the tweet of the month, So like nowadays they're getting better at just interacting with people and, doing it. But some players really just don't. They just don't have the personality for it. They just don't have a personality that's outgoing in the online media. Because like some of these people that people are like, oh my god, they have lack of personality. Blah, blah. If you talk to them in person, they really don't. They just don't translate well to online.
They just don't know how to talk in front of a camera.
Yeah,
which a lot of people don't know how to do. We don't, and we somehow do this. But
it's just hard. There's a lot of factors that come into trying to, utilize social media people don't realize, and maybe we should have an IPLAYWINNER social media class for players, and they could pay us money.
Maybe.
It'd be fun.
DKI FGCS, when is your next daily blow up? Maybe we can do that first to 10 unless you want to wait until Ultra. Basically my internet has been either shitty or I've been uploading videos, but hopefully next week I'll be able to play online some because I finally am caught up with the millions and millions of videos that I've needed to upload. So I actually don't have anything to do this week or next week, so hopefully I will be streaming some more.
At Dread Mage asks, if you hosted a tournament for one game, what would it be, and what format would you have for the tournament? That's a great question. Dude, I would straight up. I don't know. It's hard. I'm not thinking of like typical games. I'm thinking of like something fucking dumb. Like, doesn't Kirby All Stars have that mode? Like, you have to, like, I forget what it is, but single elimination, that mode. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Someone in chat should help me out. What is Kirby All Star multiplayer mode? I think it'd be really dumb to have a tournament as.
Okay.
I don't know. What was yours, Harrison? Say it.
I host the Settlers of Catan tournament. No. I would. Man, I would just host Street Fighter. Why not? I'm gonna be lame. Go for the cop out.
What format? 2 out of 3. Double elimination. Fucking nerd.
Double elimination. I'd wanna.
Dude,
I've been
do
wanting to
quadruple
try
elimination.
triple elimination. Does
No,
that even
quadruple.
quadruple? Does that make
Yeah.
sense? How does that
Fuck it.
work?
It's called fuck it, Harrison. You do it.
Oh fuck it!
There's 4 brackets.
I've always wanted to try a 3 out of 5 round tournament.
I've always had the idea of a tournament for anything. I think it'd be any game, doesn't matter. It's all random every single match. So there's a pool of players, and you play a player, and then the next round, it doesn't matter. It goes into that other pool of winners, and you gotta play that person. It's randomly generated every time. So every match is random. There's no like brackets. It's just random matches. It's gonna be hype.
Yes. Sammy Nash asks, with DWU, I don't know what that means, and the -5 DP FADC nerf, it seems Capcom is going to be more universal defensive, more of a universal defensive options approach this game. Thoughts? I don't. This seems like a weird question. I don't really get what you're trying to ask.
What do you ask?
I think he's trying to ask, is it going to be a more defensive game? And it's obviously, I think it's going to be a more offensive game. I just think all of the Shotos are going to suck now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's kind of it. It's
Yeah.
like it's not like it's crazy generalization. It's just gonna be more aggressive, and red focus, makes it so like that. And most of the changes are geared toward that. I mean, walk speed being increases like directly, offensive.
Yep.
Any character.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a more offensive game for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Especially with combo framework on it. That dude's an offense monster. So
Skit Scat Skook X asks, now with the Capri in the mix, I'm gonna need a revised opinion on who can make the best pizza in Ultra Street Fighter 4. It's still in the oven, by the way. This was 50 minutes ago, so I think his pizza is long since been burnt.
wait, your pizza? You've been cooking a pizza?
He said he has.
Oh,
He says it's still in the oven 50 minutes ago.
okay. Well, that's Skis, who's a weird motherfucker. I like him. What was the question? I forget the question.
Now with the Capri in the mix. Basically, he's asking who's gonna make the best pizza.
Who's gonna make the best pizza in the game?
Yeah.
I would think
I said last time
Rufus.
Rufus.
Yeah. I don't remember getting this question.
Or El Forte. I don't know. He can make a good Mexican pizza.
Dude, El Forte, he's a chef.
Yep.
I'm changing my name to El Forte. He's cooler. Skis also asks, I've heard a lot of talk about Marvel being dad. Can you run a DNA test? This very well can change my life. I'll get Mori on the case. Marvel is the dad. Get it? I get it. Everyone's mad that I said Metal Gear Solid 1 sucks, because it does. Scottbox64, you better at fighting games after you've been drinking. I've never played fighting games drunk. So I don't know. I really don't.
Jared Mage asks, do you think this will be the last version of Street Fighter 4? SF5 is not walking through that door anytime soon. I hope so. I really hope so. I'm sick of relearning the game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Just give it to us for like 20 years. Then a new game. By that time, I'll be dead. And be hype. New generation.
Oops.
Uh,
Oh no, I just lost you.
RGD7, people don't need to. RGD714 says, what if Capcom put GG style tension meter in F4, promotes offense and discourages blocking? Thoughts? I think it'd be too offensive. I don't know. Like a guard meter or whatever. It's too offensive, Harrison. Don't you agree? Because like in alpha, are you like still trying to get me back? Am I doing
No,
this
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Like I feel like there's enough tools we don't need it, even though it makes it very defensive. It would make some characters way better than others, in my opinion. I don't know, like it's just my opinion. I'm sure everyone else is like, no. Guard meter's cool. Attention. Ah.
I think guard meter's cool, but it's just we've been playing that game. I don't know, whatever.
Dude, my Twitter is going crazy. It's like repeating. So okay. Something about boobs. People hating me. At CFC, Coach Scheist asks, "What shitty beer do you like the best, and what do you think is the best fast food place besides In-N-Out?" Shitty beer. I hate all beer, but Guinness, really.
Even the Game of Thrones beer.
Dark beer, I guess I like. I'll say that. Like really dark beer, I'll like. Game of Thrones beer is good. So, I really don't know. I hate them all. Coors Light, fuck it. I don't know.
No.
Raspberries. Something I like. I'm Kinder Party. I like raspberries.
Oh my god.
Dude, I saw a picture of Kinder Party at fucking UFGT, and in his hand he just had a limerita, and I was like, of course, Kinder Party has a limerita. He loves those things. What's your favorite shitty beer?
My favorite shitty beer?
Yeah, like Keystone.
My favorite shitty beer. I don't know.
My favorite
I
fast
guess-
food place is
I
Pop-
guess my favorite shitty beer is like Pabst.
Pabst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hipster. Someone asked how. Let me get their name. G1 Hyper Combo 64 asks, "How drunk was Kinder during the Ultimate Auction Tournament at UFGT?" Probably blissed out of his cracker ass mind. Why? Probably answer.
DKIFGCS, what's your update on the Alpha 2 at Wyoming Dojo? We're still working on it. Nothing so far. It's there. If you are some reason in the area, it's there to play. Where stream wise, it might not be there for a while. Do you have a question, Honzo?
Yeah, sorry. Leonard Lie. Yeah, Leonard Lie. That one just confused me. After playing Third Strike on stream, will you guys play stream games more frequently? Yeah, when I go to Harrison's house, we'll play games. It's just hard for me to go to Harrison's house. After this weekend, actually, I'll be free for life, because I'll probably kill myself. But after this weekend, I won't have to work on weekends anymore for a good while, for like the end of the year. So,
Oh damn, that's hella long.
I'll have more time.
Maybe we'll be seeing more of that.
Yeah, go over to Harrison's house, because like sometimes I get back Tuesdays and I'm just like fucking dead. Which is a wonder why sometimes I do this show. Literally, I'll just like get home after like 5 straight days of working and just like I don't know what happened.
Scotty,
yeah.
Scotty says, "How beast was Strider 805 Strider at UFGT? He beat Chris G, Pierre Balrog, and K-Brad. Are all these considered upset victories?"
No, I don't think so. 801's always been good.
It's 801, right?
Yeah.
Not 805. Okay. Yeah, 801. Yeah, he's really good, and he is super smart. So, I don't think they're upsets. He plays really well at every tournament that he goes to.
He travels too. He travels a lot. Not as much as some of the crazy sponsored dudes, but he does travel quite a fair bit, and he does well.
Him and crap, what's El Forte player? What am I? Why can I?
Gustavo?
No, that's 801.
That's
Strider.
him.
Yeah.
I
Peru.
Yeah.
Both of those guys are probably two of the smartest players I've ever played against, for sure. Especially with the kind of characters that they play, because they have to play really, really smart, or they just lose. Because those are like Abel and El Forte. Those are the most gimmicky or read-heavy characters. You really have to be patient and wait for your spot, and he did that in every match for sure. I don't think they're upsets. He's just a really good player.
Yep, I agree.
What if Capcom? Danny asked, what if Capcom put? Oh, did you already ask that? You did already ask that. DKIFGCS. Can we talk about T-Hawk got 20 minutes to offset all the Cody talk. Um,
No.
no, I just he's gonna be good.
That's it.
That's
Stop
it.
it.
That's it.
He doesn't have a gun. No one
Yeah,
cares.
he doesn't
Okay,
have a
next
gun.
one.
Nobody cares.
The Hound 2 asks thoughts on Mountain Dew Corporation taking back Baja Blast after a limited time and how the public will react. I imagine it'd be the same as it's gonna be like 9/11, basically. Straight up.
What?
When Baja Blast goes away, it's gonna be another 9/11. I said it.
That's gonna end up in an intro. Uh, uh, Michael Smith asks, will the change in Ultra make the most sense? And which nerfs make the most sense? Which don't make sense? I don't know. I'd have to look. System changes wise, I think it'll take a good couple months. We won't know until after Evo if Red Focus is good or bad, unfortunately. We won't know. We might not
Yeah.
even know until Grand Finals of Evo. And then we're like, yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Or they'll be, that was probably, they'll say, yeah, it's probably, that was Red Focus. That's our bad, guys. That was probably a bad idea. Or they're like, you know what, that worked out really well. I don't think it'll be in the middle. Like, it could have gone better. But I don't think we'll know until after Evo. Or the end of it. Basically, we need the game. I think that's it. Do you have any more?
I have a Honzo story.
You have a Hanzo story? Blow it up.
Yeah. So after Fanime, it was Monday, Memorial Day, and I was going home, so I stopped at Carl's Jr. and it was in downtown San Jose. I basically left my parking garage, then drove like a block and went to this Carl's Jr. because I didn't like eat anything the previous day or anything, so I was like, oh fuck it, I need something. So I'm in there and I order, and I'm just sitting there, and there's this gentleman who ordered before me, just standing there, and this homeless guy walks in and starts talking to him, and the dude's just like, what the fuck? I don't fucking know you, dude. And the other guy starts screaming. He's like, I don't fucking know you, nigga. I don't know you. And I was like, oh no, I'm white. I'm gonna die. So the homeless guy just leaves and nothing happens.
If you guys like this show and want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at HarrisonSBA. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo on the show, you can follow him at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys think we both suck, if you thought that Honzo story is the worst thing you've ever heard in your entire life and you don't want to follow either of us, well, there's another account you can follow. You can follow us, twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER. You guys can check out all news when we're about to start a stream, whatever. Go to facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. Of course, IPLAYWINNER.com. You can go to the podcast section and check out every show in YouTube or MP3 format. The next stream, I believe, if it's not a daily blow-up, it's going to be Alpha Clash 13? 13. Alpha Clash 13. Next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Don't worry, I'll remind you guys again next week. And that's it for the show. Peace, guys.